Hello students, in this class I am going to talk about the timers or counters of the 8051. We know that 8051 is a microcontroller. It has the two counters or the two timers, and that timers I am going to talk about in this class. Timers and counters are very needed in any real time and the control applications. We know that by setting the some duration or time, by giving the some delay, we can get the various applications in the real time and the automation applications. Most of the applications require the counting of external events and generation of time intervals. We know that the 8051 has the two 16-bit timers. We know that the 8051 has the two 16-bit timers, which are called as timer 0 and the timer 1. They can be used as timers or counters. These timer zeros and timer 0 and timer 1 can be used as counters also. The difference between the timer and the counter is that for timers input is given from the internal system clock, whereas for counters input comes from the external events. Only the major difference between the timer and the counter. For the counter, we can get for the counter inputs will be given from the internal system clock only. For the 8051 internal clock is it is going to give the 12 megahertz of frequency. And in case of counter, when we give the required clock for the timer from the external events, then the same timers can be called as the counter. Only the difference. If the timers get the required clock from the input, we can consider them as a timer 0 and the timer 1. If those gets the external clock from the outside devices or the outside events, then we can call them as counters. Both the timers independent each other. We have the two timers, timer 0 and the timer 1, and both are the independent to each other. Each timer or counter consists of 8-bit registers. We know that the 8051 has two 16-bit timers, timer 0 and the timer 1. And 16-bit, here this 16-bit register is nothing but, it is consisting of 16-bit timers, nothing but it consists of two 8-bit registers. It is having the two 8-bit registers. For timer 0 it is 8 bits. For a timer 0, these registers called as, for example, if you go with the timer 0, that registers we can call it is TL0 and TH0. 0 is nothing but it is a timer 0, L nothing but it is a lower byte, H nothing but it is a higher byte. Byte is equals to 8 bit. So here we will be having the 8 bit and here we will be having the 8 more bits. 8 plus 8, it is a 16-bit timer. So that you should understand clearly that 8051 is having the two 16-bit timers. Each is two 8-bit register. If it is timer 0, that is TL0 and TLH0. And if it is timer 1, that is TL1 and TH1. That is for timer 1. So for accessing the timer 0, these two registers should be used. Both the register can be read or write by the CPU. So for accessing the timer 0, if I wanted to access the timer 0, so that both can be used, both the register can be used, and these can be read or write by the processor. Similarly, In timer 1 also having the two 8-bit register, TL1 and TH1. If you wanted to access the timer 1, we should use TL1 and TH1, and these can be read. Both can be read or write by the processor or the CPU. So here the functions or operations of both the timers are controlled by the two registers. And we know that here we are having the two timers, timer 0 and the timer 1. Timer 0 is the 16-bit wide. Timer 1 is also 16-bit wide. That 16-bit wide will be divided into two registers, two 8-bit registers, TL0 and TH0. The timer 1 is also with the two more register, that is TL1 and the TH1. Then we are going with the operations of these timers, operations of timer 0 and the timer 1, in which the two registers, and the timer 0 is also having the two registers. The operations are functions of these timers can be controlled by the two more registers. Operations or functions are controlled by the two more registers. That registers are named as TMOD and TCON. From these two registers, one register can be directly asked in the exam. There is no doubt. TMOD is nothing but it is a timer mode register. Timer mode register. TCON nothing but it is a timer control register, which is going to describe the mode of operation, and TCON is going to describe the how it is going to be controlled. How the timer 1 and the timer 0s are going to be controlled by this TCON register. We can see this. So that one here, the point is very clear that we have the two timers, timer 0 and the timer 1, and both are 16-bit wide, and both are 16-bit wide of the two registers, two 8-bit registers, and the operations or functions of these timer 0 and the timer 1 will be controlled by the two 8-bit registers. One is TMOD, another one is TCON. TMOD stands for timer mode register and TCON stands for timer control register. Then I am going to talk about the TCON register. TCON register stands for timer control register. Timer control register. It is a 8-bit register. It is a 8-bit register, so that I can call the first bit is TCON 0 and the last bit is TCON 7. TCON 0, TCON 1, TCON 2, TCON 3, TCON 4, TCON 5, TCON 6 and TCON 7. And generally we can call this as B0, B1 and B7. And all these 8 bits are going to describe how we can control the timer 0 and the timer 1. Timer 0 and timer 1. How these bits are going to control the timer 0 and timer 1, we are going to talk about. The TCON higher nibble is represented for the control bits and flag bits for the timers. Here TCON higher nibble is nothing but it is a 4 bits. Higher nibble means 4 bits. This 1, 2, 3, 4 is called higher nibble. 1, 2, 3, 4 are called lower nibble. This higher nibble is reserved for control bits and the flag bits for the timers. These 4 bits are reserved for the control bits and flag bits for the timers. So coming to the lower nibble is reserved for the control and flag for the external interrupts. These 4 bits for lower nibble is used, or it is reserved for the control bits. It's reserved for the control bits and flags for the external interrupt. These four are for the external interrupts, and these four are for the timers. So that we are going to talk about now. We are going with the here. The point is clear. Higher nibble, that higher nibble TF1, TR1, TF0, TR0 can be used, can be reserved for the control bits and the flag bits of timers. And these lower nibbles are reserved for the control bits and the flag bits of external inputs. So this completely, it is a bit addressable only, bit addressable. That means each bit can be programmed according to the user logic, so that it is called bit addressable, that is TCON 0 to TCON 1. So here the point is mentioned here, this is higher nibble. Higher nibble is for, it is the control, it is reserved for control and flag. It is reserved for control and flag for the timers, and it is reserved for the control bits and the flag bits for what? It is control bits and the flag bits for the external interrupts. So that I am going to talk about the lower nibble now. Here, see this one, the higher nibble is reserved for the external. Higher nibble is reserved for the control bits and the flag bits, and whereas a lower nibble is reserved for the control bits and flag bits for the external interrupt. See this one, IT0. IT0 is nothing but interrupt. It is a interrupt 0. We have the two interrupts for the 8051, INTR 0, INTR1. Both are active low signals. This is what it is. These 4 bits are for these are the control bits. These are the control bits of the external interrupt. So that it is nothing but it is external interrupt 0 control. This name is external interrupt. Which interrupt it is? Interrupt 0 control. Which external interrupt 0 control. We know that there are two interrupts are there, interrupt 0 and interrupt 1. Whenever this is programmed to 1, we can call it is low level triggered. Whenever it is 0, that is falling edge triggered. We know that in the latches and the flip-flops we have discussed that edge triggered and the level triggered, so that based on those triggered we can have these bits coming to here. This is a external interrupt. Whenever the external interrupt the control, that is INTO0 is 1, that means the timer is a low level triggered. Then here this is what it is. Whenever it is 0, we can call it is falling edge triggered. So the main purpose of TCON is what? It is used to control the timer. It is going to control the operations of timer, so that these, by programming this external interrupt control 0, we can control that timers to operate with the low level triggered and the falling edge triggered by programming that 0 or 1. Coming to the next one with the same thing, this is what? It is also interrupt external. This is also external interrupt, that is INTO. This is also external interrupt INTO 0. This specified external interrupt INTO, that is edge flag. We can call it is edge flag, so that whenever this is programmed to 1, then when ITO is 0. Whenever this ITO is 0, this will be programmed to 1. And whenever this will be, when this will be 0, this when this moves to the program control moves to that is interrupt service register, that is to 000H. That means what? Here whenever this ITO is 0, whenever ITO is 0, this will be programmed to 1, otherwise it is 0. 0 means what? The program control moves to interrupt specific registers. Address we know that is a 0003H. This is the address of that vector, interrupt vector, and we have discussed in the introduction of the third unit address of this one. And coming to the third one, this is the same as this one only, ITO. That means what it is? External interrupt to 0 control. Now here external interrupt 1 control. If it is 1, that is low level triggered. If it is 0, it is a high level triggered, that is called, it is falling edge triggered. Same thing here also. If this is 1, it is low level, it is a low level triggered. When it is 0, it is falling edge triggered. And the same case with the here also, here sorry, this is 1 means it is low level triggered, and it is 0 means it is falling edge triggered. Coming to same here, if it is 1, that means this is with 0. If it is 1, this is with the 0. This can be 1. This can be 1 whenever IT1 is equals to 0, and if it is 0, the program control moves to the address that is 0013H. 0013H. This is about what? It is the lower nibble. Lower nibble is used to control. These are reserved for the control flags and external control flags, control bits and the flag bits for the external interrupt. Whereas this one these are used for the control, reserved for the control flags and the control bits and the flag bits for the timers. We have the 2 timers. So that here we are going with the 2 timers. Timer 0, this is for timer 0, TR0, TF0. This is for timer 0, and the TF1 and TR1, this is what? Timer 1. Then I am going to explain. This is TR0. TR0 nothing but it is a timer 0 run control. It is called timer 0 run control. Timer 0 run control. This is enabled to timer 0, and whenever it is 1, the timer 0 will be enabled. Whenever it is 0, and the timer 0 will be disabled. Simple only. Whenever it is programmed to 1, timer 0 is enabled. Whenever it is programmed to 0, timer 1 is disabled. Same thing here also, TR1. That is what it is for? Timer 1 run control. Timer 1 run control. If it is 1, the timer 1 will be enabled. If it is 0, timer 1 will be disabled. This is complete. And coming to the TF0, it is a flag. It is nothing but it is a timer 0 overflow flag. Timer 0 overflow flag. That means what? Whenever this is set to 1, this is set to 1, timer 0 overflows all ones to all 0. That means what? Here the timer 1 is going to overflow all the ones to all the 0. Otherwise it will be 0. Program controller moves to 000BH. Coming to here also, it is also timer 1 overflow flag. Timer 1 overflow flag. It will be 1 whenever all the ones moves to 0, and otherwise it will be 0, so that program control moves to the 001BH. This is about the TCON register. TCON stands for what it is? Timer control registers. So here a 8051 is having the two timers. Sometimes we can call them as counters also. Operation of these timers and counters can be controlled by the two registers, that is TCON and TMOD. TCON is nothing but timer control register. It is a 8-bit register, and TMOD is nothing but it is a timer mode register, which is going to specify the mode of operation of the both the timers. Then I am going with the timers. So here this is the TMOD register. This is also very important in the examination point of view. From these two topics, one question will be asked in the exam. One question will be asked in the exam, that is about either TMOD or TCON. Here this is about TMOD. TMOD register is nothing but it is a timer mode control register. It is, see this one, it is a timer mode register, and the TMOD stands for timer mode register. TMOD register lower nibble controls the functions and modes of timer 0 and counter 0. Higher nibble controls the functions and the modes of the timer 1. That means what? Here lower nibble is going to control the function. Lower nibble is going to control the functions of timer 0 or control the modes of the timer 0, and the higher nibble is going to control the functions and the modes of timer 1. This is for the timer 1 and this is for the timer 0. We know that the 8051 is having the two timers. Then I am going with the first one. That is timer 0. That is timer 0. I am going with it is with the, we know that it is with the 8-bit register. This we can call it is B0 and we can call it is B7. B0 to B0 to B3 it is called it is a lower nibble, and B4 to B7 it is called it is a higher nibble. B4 to B7 we can call it is a higher nibble. So that we are this is M0 M1, this is M0 M1. M0 M1. This means what? M0 M1 are mode select bits. These are mode select bits. Whenever this is 0 0, that is mode 0 we can call it is, and this is mode 1 we can call, and this is mode 2 we can call, and it is mode 3. In mode 0, 13-bit timer 0 or 13-bit counter can be used. In mode 1, 16-bit timer 0 or counter 0 can be used. In mode 1. In mode 2, 8-bit auto reloaded timer 0 or counter 0 can be used. In mode 3, two separate 8-bit counters for the timer 0 and timer 1 steps. Simple logic here. The thing is there here. Here whenever it is 0 0, that can be operated in timer 0, so that the 13-bit timer can be used. Here the 16-bit timer can be used. Here 8-bit auto reloaded timer 0 can be used. Here the mode 3, two separate 8-bit counters for the timer 0 and timer 1. This is 2 bits are completed. Coming to here, the counter 0 or the timer 0, counter 0 or the timer 0, and if it is programmed to 1, and it is used for the counter 0. If it is programmed to 0, it is used for the timer 0. So if it is active low, it is for a timer. If it is active high, that is for counter. Coming to the fourth bit, that is gate. Whenever it is 0, timer 0 to run if TR0 is equals to 1 in TCON. In TCON we have studied that is TR0, this is we have discussed, this is timer run control, that means what here, this will be 0, if timer 0 run, if TR0 is equals to 1, in the TCON register TR0 is equals to 1, this will be 0. If TR0 is 0, this will be 1. So these 4 bits completed, and the same thing we can apply for the these also. Same thing here, modes M0, M1. 0 means what? This is mode 0, this is mode 1, this is mode 2, this is mode 3. Here we will be going for the timer 1. Remaining operations are same only. So with this, the T mode and the TCON operations of a 8051 is completed, and we know that 8051 is having the two timers, timer 0 and timer 1, each is 16-bit wide, and these timers can be controlled functions, and the operations can be controlled by the two registers, two 8-bit registers. One is TCON, that is timer control register, another one is T mode, that is timer mode registers. So thank you, students.